Hey everybody, welcome to Made by Romei's Trap and Paint Party. Woo woo! So this one is called On the Rocks, and it's definitely one of my favorites. It embodies everything that LA summers have to offer. So the bottle is to signify a good time, the palm trees and the beautiful sunset just show, you know, the little LA vibe, and that's it, you know. So grab a napkin and your drink of choice and a cup for water. I recommend añejo tequila since the caramel flavors of the alcohol will be brought out by the chocolate flavor of the espresso beans that are in your kit. But this is your party, not mine, so you can have whatever drink you want. So let's go. So I don't know why I put 4 brushes in my water cup, but we're only gonna use 2. So the first one that I'm going to use is the flat, larger brush. You're going to take that and dip it in your blue and go right across the canvas. You can paint across those 2 black lines. They're going to be the lights, but you want them to fade into the background. So we're essentially going to create a gradient. So you're going to start with dark blue at the top, and it's going to get lighter as you go down. So you can even take a little bit of black and dab that into the blue at the top of the canvas and just paint it down over the palm trees and over the black lines, and just try and go around your bottle as much as you can. You can fix this later. So you're gonna go about halfway down the canvas and stop, rinse your brush off, and then start mixing blue and white at the bottom. It should be a light shade of blue, and then you're gonna meet them in the middle. It's okay if you paint over your bottle a little bit. We can still fix this later. If you do happen to get blue on your bottle, you can just paint white over it and it should dry and be fine for when we do color in the bottle. It won't be discolored or anything like that. So you can take a break here once you're done painting the sky and around the bottle and kind of fixing the bottle. You can just allow everything to dry, and while you're at it, you should just refill your cup. Just go on ahead and refill it. Now, once it's dried, you can go in with your smaller brush and get those spots that you maybe couldn't reach with your larger brush. You're going to use the small detail brush and mix the colors to make the colors and the gradient that you need to basically fill in those little white spots. And if you see any parts of the gradient that you want to correct or blend more, you can just mix a little bit more paint of each one of the two colors and blend it as you see fit. You're going to take your smaller detail brush and dip it in the white, and you're just gonna dab it around the canvas to create stars in the sky. And you can do that all the way down to the white part of the gradient. And while you're at it, you might as well take another sip in case you forgot. Now that you've finished the palm trees, you can go ahead and grab the small detail brush, take a little bit of brown, and add some white into the brown to kind of make like a tan color. You're gonna take the tan and paint the stopper to the bottle. So you can just go right in and fully color the stopper. And then what you're gonna do is take your detail brush and kind of make a small square on the inside of the bottle so that you can see the stopper going into the bottle, and we're gonna paint over that and make it kind of blend in with the bottle later. It'll all make sense, just trust me. So now you're gonna take your small detail brush after you've rinsed it off and everything, and you are going to dab it in the yellow and basically start in the middle and make a circle right under the little notches that are attached to the black lines. So they're gonna be lights, and they can be completely transparent. You don't have to make them super like perfect or anything. It's supposed to kind of look like they're fading off into the distance. So if you just do one coat, that's fine. If you prefer more coats, then you can do more. That is completely up to you. If you'd like, you can also take a little bit of white and kind of swirl that into the yellow bulbs just to kind of make them look a little bit more illuminated. They're still gonna look like they're fading off into the distance, but at least they'll be a little bit brighter, like light is actually coming from them. So now we are going to make the leaves for the palm tree, and I swear it's not as hard as you think it is. You might as well just take a sip now to take your edge off. So you're gonna take the green and mix it with the black until you get a sort of dark olive green color, and then you're going to take your detail brush, dab it in that color, and start from the black line that's on the side closer to the edge of the canvas. Start at that line and go out and down, just like how I'm doing in the video. And once you get to your leaves at the end, closer to the side of the canvas, are going to be longer than your ones going in towards the bottle. So once you go in towards the bottle, start to make your leaves shorter, but try and make them close together so it kind of looks like a full palm tree leaf, and maybe not one that's thirsty. Next up, you are going to take your small detail brush and dip it in the white and kind of loosely go over the leaves so they have a little bit of definition to them, and they don't look all like they're, well, they are one color, but so they don't all look like they're mushed together. So you're just gonna take a little bit of white and it kind of creates a shine to the leaves. And you're just gonna go right over the leaves with the white. You don't have to go over every one, just certain ones, so that it just kind of creates a little bit of differentiation. Once your ribbon is ribboning, you are going to continue to dip your detail brush into the green, and now you're going to start to paint just the inside of the lime. And the inside of the lime is a little bit yellow, so you're going to paint your green first and then take a little dab of yellow and paint it right onto the inside of the lime. You can either blend it right on the canvas, or if you'd prefer, you can just simply mix it together in your paint well that is provided to you, and then take that color and apply it to the inside of the lime. Now it's time for everybody's favorite part, so we are finally going to paint the bottle. We are going to mix blue. You don't want your tequila to be too blue because then people are probably gonna think it's hypnotic. So we are just gonna keep it really light. So once you start to paint that at the top, you're gonna make it a little bit darker, just to show where the tequila stops at the top of the bottle. Essentially the whole tequila is going to be one color, and it's okay if you have streaks of blue in there that are a little bit darker than the rest of the bottle. It just kind of creates a little bit of character and shine for your bottle, but just make sure that the top of your bottle has that blue streak that's a little bit darker. So whatever color you're using to paint the inside of the bottle, just add a little tiny bit of blue to it to still keep it light blue, but just show the definition. You're gonna take that same color and draw a few lines around the bottle to show where the edges of the bottle is and create some thickness. Okay guys, we're almost at the finish line. We're gonna now take our larger flat brush, we're gonna dip it in the brown, and we're just gonna go straight across the canvas. Try not to paint into your lime that you've already painted. Just go around it, and it doesn't have to be perfect because it is supposed to kind of look like realistic wood. You can add a few streaks of white, so once you paint your brown in, and if you want to do one layer you can, then you're going to take your flat brush, dip the white into it just a little bit on the tip of the brush, and just go straight across like a line through the wood, just so that it creates some definition. And if you do mess up and get some in your lime, it's okay, we can make that color again and repaint it. Once we're done painting the table, we're gonna go right in with some green and paint the lime. You can only do one coat. It's okay to leave the small parts of the canvas showing through for the lime because it gives the lime definition. And this is kind of what limes look like in real life, guys. So look at us being real life art painters. It's giving still life. So once you're done painting that part, you're gonna move on to the rind of the lime on the side, and you can either do this green with a little bit of yellow. You want it to be darker than the inside of the lime. I added black to mine, but just a little bit. A little bit of black goes a long way. So I just took some green, put a dab of black, and made it a darker part of the lime. The rind is a little bit darker. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna move back with that same color that we just created for the rind of the cut lime, and we're going to create a little bit of definition on the whole lime. So we're gonna take that same color and just kind of paint a semicircle or moon around the outside of that lime, like about half of it. We're going to take a little bit of white and streak that through the whole lime just to kind of, you know, give it some appeal. And then we're also going to take our small detail brush in the white that we just used for the whole lime, and we are going to make a white streak for the ribbon as well, so it kind of looks like it's shining a little bit in the moonlight. Now that the table's done and the limes are dry, you can take your small detail brush, dip it in black, and outline the bottom of the bottle here. Once you're done that, you're going to take the small detail brush, dip it in the white, and make the definition of the inside of the lime. You know, you look at a lime and it kind of has like those small little pieces to it, or whatever that little white part is on the inside of the lime. So we're gonna make that. Guys, we made it to the end. Take a sip for that. If your cup is empty, oh well, just go put some more in it. So now it is time to sign your bottle. I try to do this in the most creative way possible instead of branding or anything like that. We are going to take our small detail brush, dip it in the black, and the first line on this bottle is going to be made by. And then right under that, you are going to put whatever your title is. Mom, Dad, so-and-so, whatever your name may be, your artist name, your trap name, whatever you want to put under your made by, whoever's bottle this is all yours. You put it right on the bottle. I signed the bottom and dated it. And I added another light bulb because you know me, I gotta be extra. So if you see anything else on the canvas that you would like to alter or fix, you can do that right now, right before you sign it. And if not, we're done. Shout out to y'all. Thanks for making it. I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope to see you next time. Peace out.